This is the worst outbreak of Listeria in 13 years. 57 people hospitalized, 9 people dead, including 6 since the last update earlier this month. 1 from Florida, Tennessee, New Mexico, New York, and 2 people from South Carolina. Originally linked to Boar's Head Strasburger brand liverwurst, the recall now involves 7 million pounds of meat produced at Boar's Head's Jarrett, Virginia factory. The products have either EST 12612 or P-12612 inside the USDA mark of inspection on product labels. If you have these meats, the CDC says throw them away.
Listeria is a serious infection. It's the most deadly form of food poisoning.
In a statement today, Boar's Head said it regrets the impact of this recall, and it's conducting an extensive investigation with leading food safety experts. The CDC says Listeria is a hardy germ. It can linger on surfaces like meat slicers and foods, even when refrigerated. Symptoms can appear the same day or up to 10 weeks later. The symptoms include headache, confusion, and convulsions, along with fever and muscle aches.
All right, Anne joins us now in studio. So, Anne, who's at most risk for Listeria infections?
Tom, there are 3 groups. First of all, pregnant women, anybody who's over the age of 65, and anyone who is immunocompromised. If you fall in those categories, please do not eat meat that is sliced at deli counters unless it's been heated or steamed before it's served.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.